You're set up at the 35 now. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 38. Continuing to move past the 45. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Trying it right side with Etienne. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Titans stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans push the lead to 20. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
That's good for Houston Texans.
On play action, here's Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that will set up 1st and goal.
All right.
Barkley will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans drop the lead back to 13. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass is caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. Brought in, inside the 20. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans make it a 3-possession game. That one splits the uprights. And the Titans push the lead to 20. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Stroud. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down, Stroud. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans' 32-yard line.
2nd and 4. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He brings it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans chop some of the lead off before the half. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans drop the lead back to 13. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. He's going deep. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over after the interception. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Pressure comes, Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he flips search the field for them before being taken down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Texans make it a 1-score game before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans getting back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And there's Derek Stingley Jr. with the pick. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. The news probably going his way in the near future. He has somebody there waiting for it that time.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Back to throw it. He's trying to go deep again. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
2nd and 8. And that throw just too high for him. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You run that play all week in practice. You rep the wide receiver screening. The ball is out so quick, Kate, you're not even thinking a sack ever, ever, ever. But that time he's left hold of the ball. And the next thing he knows, he's on the ground.
Trying again following the sack. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Blitz coming for Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now give, it's ETN headed left. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Throwing now on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be Texans football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Now it's Stroud. He's on the move. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Oh, about 29 yards on that play, Parker, as they get the chains reset. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Barkley's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make their way to the end zone. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. That one splits the uprights. And they'll take the lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10 from the 41. Hauled in left side. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go play action here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push their lead to 4.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's the Texans in... To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they had the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Oh, right.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. First down, Stroud. Able to get it to Barkley. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
It's 2nd and goal. On play action, here's Stroud. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
They're going to try to run it in, Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Here's Stroud now. Chased out to his right, and he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
From the 47. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. It is Cup, left side. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. ETN. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Houston calls it 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. And he's in for the touchdown. The Titans jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Titans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Just like they drew it up, into the end zone he goes, and they're up by 2 here in the 4th.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Setting up to pass. Brought in right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Here he is to throw. Finds a man right side. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
He'll look to throw it. Connecting on the slant. And he stuck cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's good for a Houston Texans.
Back to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Titans make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. Lined up in victory formation, and the Titans take a knee.